For decades, scientists have been baffled by an unexplained phenomenon known as the Doomsday Glacier, a massive ice shelf in Antarctica that is mysteriously accelerating its own demise. Located in East Antarctica, the Doomsday Glacier is a 170-kilometer-long ice shelf that has been slowly moving towards the ocean for centuries. However, in recent years, its movement has accelerated dramatically, with some estimates suggesting that it could break off and flood the coast of East Antarctica within the next few decades. But that's not the strangest part. The Doomsday Glacier is not just any ordinary glacier, and its rapid melting has significant implications for the entire planet. Imagine a grain of sand containing an entire library, and that's roughly the amount of water that's locked up in the world's ice shelves, including the Doomsday Glacier. If the Doomsday Glacier were to break off and melt, it would release an enormous amount of fresh water into the ocean, causing global sea levels to rise by as much as 3 meters. This, in turn, would have catastrophic consequences for coastal cities and low-lying areas around the world, displacing millions of people and causing widespread devastation. But how is it possible for a glacier to accelerate its own demise? And what can be done to prevent this disaster from occurring? To understand the Doomsday Glacier, we need to look at the complex interplay between the ice shelf, the ocean, and the atmosphere, and how they all work together to drive the glacier's rapid melting. One key factor is the increasing temperature of the ocean, which is causing the ice shelf to melt from below, weakening its structure and making it more susceptible to breakage. Another factor is the changing wind patterns, which are causing the ocean to circulate in a way that's pushing the ice shelf towards the ocean, increasing its melting rate. Scientists have been studying the Doomsday Glacier for years, trying to understand the mechanisms behind its rapid melting and to develop strategies for mitigating its effects.
They've used advanced computer models to simulate the glacier's behavior and have deployed instruments on the ice shelf to measure its temperature, velocity, and other key parameters.
But despite their best efforts, the Doomsday Glacier remains a mystery, and scientists are still grappling with the implications of its rapid melting. As we continue to explore the Doomsday Glacier and the complex forces driving its melting, we're reminded of the importance of preserving our planet's ice shelves, not just for their scientific value, but for the very survival of our civilization. The Doomsday Glacier is a stark reminder of the fragility of our planet's systems and the need for urgent action to mitigate the effects of climate change. So, what can we do to prevent the Doomsday Glacier from melting and causing catastrophic consequences for the planet? One key strategy is to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, which are driving the warming of the ocean and the atmosphere, and to transition to renewable energy sources, such as solar and wind power. We can also take steps to protect the ice shelves from melting, such as deploying ice shelves to prevent them from breaking off, and using advanced technologies to monitor their health and stability. But ultimately, the fate of the Doomsday Glacier and the planet's ice shelves rests in our hands, and it's up to us to take action to prevent this disaster from occurring. If you found this fascinating, subscribe for more incredible stories like this. Want more mind-blowing facts? Hit subscribe and join our journey of discovery. Subscribe to explore more amazing discoveries and stay up to date on the latest scientific breakthroughs.